Morning, morning. Oh, shit. How you guys doing this Sunday morning? Oh, man. Oh, shit, waking my happy ass up. What's good, what's good, what's good? Yeah, I'm gonna try to put this puzzle together, man. I've been doing this little puzzle. I just want to say this to some of the homies. They had hit me up. It was like, bro, you didn't see me in the comment section? Are you mad? I'm like, what up with it? What up with it? What's AFC West champs? What's up, my brother? You know what it is. Let's go. I need to get one of them shirts. I need to get one of them shirts. I'm telling you, it feels good, waking up a champ. Waking up a champ. Um, I just want to say this though, because a couple people thought I was like ignoring them last night when we were doing the live after the Chargers game. Um, I went back and watched the replay too, because I could watch like the comments and stuff. Homie, I didn't really honestly see all the comments coming in because there was a lot of people just commenting, like just a gang of people, bro. I was like, damn, homie. I didn't see a lot of people's comments, so I'm not mad at nobody. I wasn't ignoring. But I apologize, bro, if you were talking to me through comments. It felt like the comments were just like boom, 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 boom. And then I seen because I really was not paying attention like to what was going on in the comment section. I was just like just super energetic. I had a lot of coffee in my system and shit, right? Um, I seen a lot of people, man. You guys, some people, some of you people out there is disgusting, bro. You trolls be saying some weird shit. I looked at the replay and started seeing all this crazy weird shit come in from trolls, man. The hell? The trolls flooded flooded the channel. I'm like, bro, this is what you created the count for. Y'all came in the chat like super, super deep too. So, but what's good with y'all, man? Y'all gonna watch some games today? Um, yeah, so I'm not mad at nobody. Yeah, I'm not angry at nobody. I wasn't ignoring anybody either. It kind of felt like the comment section was just on full flood, just boom, 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 boom. It just kept coming in. I was like, damn, bro. I said, this shit is wild. And I seen that on other people's channels. I seen that on other people's channels where the comment sections just it's going hella fast. Uh, but yeah, no, it was a good atmosphere in the chat. Definitely, we had a good time in the chat last night. The homies, hey, shout out to my mods too, bro, because the mods were just they were striking everybody. I don't think the trolls lasted more than 20 seconds. I said the mods are out here tripping. Lady Sav she was putting in work, you know, and some people were talking about that shit too. Like, damn, bro, nobody can breathe. You know, weird question. Are you a little person? Shit, it depends. It depends on you mean like height wise. I'm about 5'10", homie, 5'10", and I weigh about 270. So not really the littlest person, but I am a short king. Definitely, homie. I'm a short king. Are you? How tall are you? You know what I'm saying? How tall is the homie Donnie? Shout out to you. 270, damn. Yeah, I'm 270, bro. Hell yeah. I'm 270 and I just cracked the 370 bench press. Hell yeah, man. Shout out to the family, bro. So strong wise, I'm pretty strong. I'm 270. I just smack down to 370 on bench. Um, you know what I'm saying? So, but What's good with it? What's good with everybody, man? Hope everybody's good today. I was over 200, but I quit drinking. Yeah, mine is more the solid aspect of muscle. I'm not really obese or nothing because I stay here in the gym and shit. But yeah, my goal for 2026 because we got a new year. I'm trying to get down to 255, bro. 255. I have, and I gotta go see that. I heard the East Coast Crips is tripping on that fool, bro. I heard that them Coast fools is on that fool's helmet. What it do, Caleb? What's good with you, bro? My high salute. Um, but yeah, that's my goal right there is to get down to 255. Love the stream. Just quickly, any tips on how I can get my dad to stop getting super jealous every time my sister? I mean, your dad is weird. Your dad is a weirdo if he's getting jealous at that, bro. So you mean to tell me he's inbred, an inbred dude? Yeah, I want to go check out that interview, bro. That's all they're talking about is Spider Loke. I gotta go check that out, mate, because we're getting back to our normal scheduling on Dummy Dodging. We got a show coming up Wednesday, so tune into that shit. We'll probably do a review on that for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna go check it out this week. What up, Hernandez? What's up with my Rada right there, man? How you doing, fam? Man, you still yapping about them? Nah, not this morning, bro. I'm just telling the homies because I got a gang of comments that people thought I was mad at them because I wasn't answering comments. I wasn't even paying attention to my comment section. So all the stuff that was coming in, I really wasn't paying attention. I was just talking, you know. But I ain't mad at nobody. I wasn't ignoring anybody, you know. I'm just playing with you. Damn, stay up, all high salute. But yeah, I'm just sipping some coffee this morning, fellas. Um, do you think the Steelers will win the Olympics? Yeah, I think they have a good shot. Shout out to the Olympic gold Steelers. You know, as long as Tim Tebow ain't there, bro. Tim Tebow ain't there, they got a big shot. Uh, so I got a laptop and I usually do a lot of the live streams and the stream east off the laptop that I have, but I've been doing it more off the phone. And my phone is basically connected to the vertical live. So sometimes when sometimes to everybody out there, bro, when you see trolls, especially to my mods, you see trolls, it's because of the vertical lives. Vertical lives is the reason why a lot of trolls come in here. But shout out to the trolls as long as they just keep it appropriate because they will get sniped. Right now, you guys are good. You guys are in a safe zone, like to the trolls, bro. There's no mods right now in here, so say whatever you're gonna say because when the mods come in, you will get slammed. They still traumatized by Tebow. Tebow mania, the Tebow time, Tebow mania. Girl man talking about sports dress like a 15-year-old wishes he was a. Why you got a Will Smith thing, bro? If you don't, what is wrong with you? See, why you have a Will Smith? Like you a hypocrite. If you don't like black people, then don't have a Will Smith as your profile character, bro. You don't even make no sense. You know what I'm saying? What the hell? And Will Smith was a pervert, bro. That fool was a pedophile, they say. You know? Get with the times, bro. You got to get your life right. Got to get your life right. Those 98 Broncos on Madden, though. Yeah, you know, Davis, Howard Griffin, Ray Crockett, Tyrone Braxton, Steve Atwater, Bill Romanowski, Alfred Williams, Neil Smith. That was the squad, bro. Rod Smith. They was on hit, bro. You couldn't even. Yep, Ross Stewart. That was old school, homie. You know. That was the squad I put up against everybody, bro. Ross Smith, that's right. Hell yeah, Shannon Sharp, Eddie Mack, Howard Griffin. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the squad back in the day, bro. I appreciate that squad. They bring a lot of joy to the city. A lot of joy to the city. My city needed it. Denver needed a Super Bowl after all the Super Bowl losses they took, bro. They needed that shit. But yeah, nah. So yeah, man, I just wanted to come say what's up. 2026, man. 2026. Got to get a lot of shit going, man. I got a lot of stuff I got to take care of 2026. I'm about to reboot the whole channel, man. I'm about to do this collab with I'm about to do this collab with the homie, and his channel's pretty big, so we're gonna start building this channel up, bro. Like I want this to become one of them channels, bro, that has a voice in the algorithm of YouTube, like Denver, Colorado based too. All my box state business, networking with all the family out there. Like it's gonna be a good look for 2026. That jersey and helmet was clean when they came out. I had to get used to it, brother. I really had to get used to it. Like when they first came out with the new design, I go back to the old school. So like it's one of them things you're so comfortable with. You're comfortable with like what you know, right? And when they came out with that new design, I think it was like in 2000. No, it was 90s, right? 97, like that time frame. I was kind of not. I was like, damn, bro, this kind of looks different. But they grew on me, They grew on me. This is what won the Super Bowl right there. Definitely. So I mean, you can't go wrong with it. I honestly wish they would go back to like the old color scheme, like the old school D for more games. It's okay. Okay, okay. Damn, I was a little top fool. I was a little youngster because I was in what, fifth grade? I think I was in fifth grade, homie. So what, 12 or something like that? I was young, bro. I was way young. I just I remember the year before that when they lost against Jacksonville Jaguars, bro, against Mark Brunell. Um, I remember how sad I was for that. I was hella sad, homie. Mark Brunell with the Jaguars, 96. I don't care what you say. And maybe because I was a young kid, but that game right there, that broke me as a little fan, bro. I was so heartbroken because I felt like the Broncos had the best roster that year, you know? Um, I was sad, bro. That game was probably the most heartbroken I ever been as a Bronco fan, man. Mark Brunell, Jacksonville Jaguars as a wild card team. They come into the Mile High Stadium and beat us, bro. Did you watch Broncos in prison? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's what we do, Josh. Like everybody's gonna bet in prison on the Broncos or other teams. You got fantasy football in there. And I'm gonna tell you like this. That's what I look forward to. That's what got me through prison, bro. To be honest, is looking forward to football and Bronco football. You know, you could go through a hard week in prison, and then that Sunday comes, that shit takes you away from prison, bro. Football, Broncos. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to the Bronx. No limit days, we the no limit soldiers. I thought I told you. Then white on uniforms on Christmas was hard, bro. Yeah, they actually were crisp, bro. I like that. I like that look. Cause the white is clean, the white on white is clean. I like that helmet too. Let's play in them uniforms a lot more, man. Snoop had that jersey. Oh, yep. Yeah, that was good old days, man. That was good old days. The Raiders and Pats game was tough. The snow game. Morning, morning. What's up, Big Don? What you doing, brother? Hope you good, man. Happy holidays. Happy New Year's. I'm just chopping it up with the homies. The Raiders and Pats game was tough. The snow game. Yeah, yeah. And it was, bro. It was. One of one of the harshest games I ever experienced too as a regular season was I was in prison at this time. The Raiders with Kyle Orton. We had Kyle Orton at the time. I was in the penitentiary and the Raiders put up like 54 points on us, bro. It almost set off a big ass riot in prison. Like a big ass riot almost occurred because there was a couple LA fools in there and they came on the tier just cheering, just like when the Lakers won the Nuggets. It almost turned into a big ass riot, bro. I'm talking about fools started throwing chairs. Hell yeah, man. Good blessings for your day, brother. God bless you, my homie. Have a good day. Yeah. We gonna set off the man. 2026 about to be a good year, bro. About to be a good year. You know, the game was the first start of Brady. I have to admit, bro, even being a Raider hater, that was not that was a messed up call. That was a super messed up call. Like, damn, they did the homie dirty. They did them fools dirty. Super messed up call. Um, we had the Dolphins in Dallas when it snowed and still lost to Miami. Damn, that's wild. Miami snow, craziness, man. I like watching certain shows at certain times in jail just because I knew my schedule. I mean, that's kind of how it is, right? We get a schedule. I'm gonna tell you like this, homie. I know exactly what you're talking about. I used to watch that show called ER faithfully, bro. I had my TV and I would just every morning, bro, ER. It was weird. It was the weirdest thing, but I had to see what was going on the show. So I had a schedule like that too, you know. But yeah, it's like a routine. Watch all the certain shows, like, bro, they're about to have this series, something happened. I seen a lot of people do that. That was the Raiders season to get to the Super Bowl. They did the Raiders dirty, homie. They did the Raiders dirty. You really don't ever want to you don't want a football game to turn out like that. You don't want a football game to turn out like that. That was the Tuck rule, right? The Tuck rule when they did it, Tom Brady. And I'm a Raider hater at heart. But the way that they kind of did the Raiders was bullshit, to be honest. You couldn't even see the field. Uh, Bro, it snowed so much. Okay. Yeah, I remember that the visuals. Now that you mentioned that, bro, like you couldn't. And Tom Brady even admitted he admitted that that wasn't even the rule. Like they literally just screwed the Raiders, you know. So officials been bad for a minute, man. You know the officials been bad, but the new day and age, the new refs, bro, they're trash, like 10 times trash, more than ever I've ever seen. It's been trash more than I've ever seen. Let's get it cracking. Yeah, let's go. Mall high salute. Man, do you ever goon? Do you ever goon? I don't know. Uh refs on the payroll, man. Fuck them. Real shit, Brody. Real shit, Brody, bro. What's up? Give me blank. I can't give you a wrench, but I'll give you a shout out. Shout out to that guy right there. Shout out to that dude. Um, can't wait till the game start. What type of questions is that? On some new age shit. Well, man, if I didn't see comments coming in last night, bro. I couldn't even see all the comments because I'm not even paying attention. Plus, they were coming in kind of fast. I went back and watched the replay today, and there was so many zesty molesties in the comment section, bro. The trolls came in full zesty. About 10 every common comment, there was like 10 zesty comments, bro. Zesties. I said, damn, bro, like this is where all the fools is pulling up tonight. They were having a full-on pride parade in my freaking chat. And shout out to the mods, bro, because the mods was striking. And I know a lot of people like for a long time on my channel, I didn't have mods, homie. So I would just let anything go on my channel. I didn't have mods for a long time. Everybody was just welcome, but people just do weird shit. So it's 10 years for me. I said, you know what? I'm gonna get some mods. And I'm glad I got mods because the mods keep the channel clean, bro. So shout out to the mods, homie. And I gave my mods the orders. I gave my mods the orders. If you come and spamming my shit with dumb shit, strike them. Who cares? What are people gonna say, man? We allowed that shit for so long with no mods. And I would get to all these weirdos in my channel and they destructed my shit because they flagged me. A lot of the weirdos flagged my channel. I got a lot of strikes. I got strikes on strikes. I almost got my YouTube channel deactivated. So yeah, my mods did their thing last night, man. Shout out to them. I appreciate the mods. Oh, that's stimulating. What's wrong? They think they're on TikTok. How about them Broncos, AFC West champs? Let's go, Rada. You know what it is. You know what it is. Um, what's up with some Black podcast media? Man, it's a messed up thing, bro. We still live in a day and age like that. I had spoke about it like a couple weeks back. I think maybe a week ago. If you got a platform, homie, and you got a responsibility, there's no need to be, even if you think that shit, bro. Like, you have people supporting your content from all ethics, bro, like all races. I think that shit's trash. I think you're lame for that because you want to get some views, you know? Yeah, that's why a lot of these fools will just not ever be successful just for views. They just do anything to get some views, homie. And you gonna disrespect the whole audience behind just being funny, thinking you're funny. You're not funny, bro. Nobody thinks that's cool and nobody thinks that's funny. You're just doing that shit to get a rise. Raiders have to lose today. What, man? Hopefully these dudes don't don't win, bro. That would be a Raider way, bro, if they win today. Hopefully they don't win, Um and the whole Mexican community. I mean, it goes both ways too, because like I'm not gonna be biased either, bro. Like Hoodstock and all that shit. Hoodstock started some bullshit, and it's all a revolving door, bro. Like all of them need to just relax. I mean, like all of them. You know, I just know that you can't fight fire with fire unless you just want a war. And this is the thing is, bro. This is what I'm gonna say is that shit domino effects to everybody because everybody wants to get in on it. And half of these fools ain't even racial, bro. And their audiences don't even know what it means to be racial, bro. Audiences ain't even racial, bro. They're just following suit, you know? They're following suit to what these fools are talking about. And the greater OGs need to prevail, bro, because it's like it's pointless at the end of the day, you know? It's pointless at the end of the day. But to the people that just basically just they want to keep that same narrative going, homie. It's like I don't know. I don't even know, bro, what that even entails, what it means, because it's like I never even deal with that bullshit. Out here in Denver, homie, we're not on that time, you know. We're not on that time. So when I hear this shit, it's alienated from me because I'm not Denver's never been like that. Denver never had racial tensions to the point where foozes really just hate each other, hatred wise, bro. I've never seen it, never experienced it, So it would be foolish for me to even try to play that. The homies from Hoodstock apologize, but never got wives and kids involved. I mean, understandable, bro, but they did start it, you know? And that's the thing about it is, bro, like I say, you can't fight fire with fire, bro, but they were, and this is not to argue with you, but they have an audience to the black community also. A lot of black folks support them. And, by even joking like that, homie, like you're alienated in the whole aspect of audience. Now, I'll say like this, it's kind of stupid that people go off of that and then they build their own content and it's a domino effect. So I just like I said, bro, like I wish we can all just, you know what I'm saying, get along in aspect, bro. Cause I think all that racial shit is just bullshit, to be honest. Cause at the end of the day, if at the end of the day, bro, if you really needed each other and you really needed the aspect of each other, I don't think you're gonna turn that shit down, homie. I don't think you're gonna turn that shit down. I don't. That would be stupid. That's outside, so I don't know how you haven't experienced. I haven't, homie. I think fools try to paint that narrative. I think fools try to overextend that shit. I've been, homie. You gonna tell me I've been on the aspect in prison, bro, where it's 10 times worse than anything you can say, to be honest. I don't ride. I ride with my own car, my own politics, brother. You can't tell me that shit. It's a thing that push. People try to push that shit. You've been hit because you're a gangbanger, homie, not because you're race. You know what I'm saying? It's because you gangbang. It's not because you're race, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I mean, to be honest, bro, I think it's a narrative that you try to push more than anything, Jess. You the homie, bro, but you focus in on that shit way too much. And you a rider, you the homie. But in Colorado, homie, Denver, I never been I never been aspect. I've been on level 4 yards, bro. That's the most racial shit ever. So nobody ever could tell me that it's racial. You know what I'm saying? If I'm on a prison yard where they focus majority on races, if I never been PC'd off the yard, homie, and I never been took off the yard, you can't tell me that it's racist. Because that's the most racial place ever. Regardless of your struggle and what you go through in the streets, you can't tell me that about prison, bro. Prison's more racist than anything in the streets. If we're gonna take it to that matter and that logic. Now, fools, what they do is, homie, is they'll depict what racism is, and then they'll say it's racist. And and let's not say that the black folks don't call food beaners either, homie. You know how many times I've been called a beaner and a spick, bro, by black folks? So it goes both ways, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, it goes both ways. But you'll throw a blind eye to that shit because it's your people, you know? And it's way more racist than anything you can imagine, homie. You ain't been on a level 4. You ain't been on a level 2. So for you know what? If we're gonna talk about that shit, let's be real. When you talk about Mexican women and black folks talking about SA women, that's racist as fuck. That's racist, homie. So it's all around. If we're gonna talk about that to that T. Nah, because I find it like this. It's a double standard, homie. I don't really care about that, Jess. Like I know your views on shit, homie. You're the homie, but you're the type to say everything's racist, and it's not. That's a made up aspect, homie. To be real, you know, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be 100% real. I got discriminated a lot, but I don't call everybody racist. You go to California and Arizona, homie, that's a racial part. Homie, do you understand? Let's bring this up, bro. Since we talk about you the homie, we're gonna talk about this shit. So when Pelota women and the corn women get robbed from the black community and they get robbed, that's not racist because they'll say that's not racist. It's black youngsters doing that shit, right? They robbing Mexican vendors, right? That's not racist. That starts from a lot of the black community, right? When the aspect of they robbed the Mexican mafia for kilos. It was not because they were robbing, it's because they were Mexicans, bro. So that was racist. Very racist. They started that race war. If you really want to know, the Florences and the East Coast Crips got into it, right? That was probably one of the biggest race wars ever. You know why? Because the little black youngsters robbed the Mexican mafia, homie, because they got greedy. They got greedy, homie. They robbed their own hand. They robbed the plug because they thought they were bigger than the Mexicans. That's what caused the racial war. But we're going to say that we're going to throw a blind eye to that shit? You can't. The facts are the facts. When the dyke was on the podcast with No Jumper and they were calling the Mexican fool a mower, that's not racist. See, what's good for the gander, it has to be good for all of it. Fools will throw a blind eye to what their people do. You'll throw a blind eye to what your people do and then say racism, bro. That's not cool at all. And that's double standard as fuck. And I said that shit. It's double standard, homie. Because there's a lot of bullshit that fools do subliminally. And then they want to say everything is racism, bro. There's racism on both sides. I'm sorry. I'm tired of hearing that bullshit. Because that's lame. You can't tell me what you can't tell me what I experienced, bro. You can't tell me what I experienced. Because I've been on the side of the homies being racist as fuck. So you can't tell me what I've experienced. I've been on a level 4 where the homies left me out to dry, homie. That's what's up. Hell yeah. I'm not gonna stand for that shit, bro. Motherfuckers would tell me, bro, I've been out to dry because the homies see the skin color, homie. I've been out to dry, bro. I'm on the front line in prison, homie. I get tired of that bullshit, homie, and then people are gonna have arguments and tell me that fools ain't racist. There's racial fools in every single fucking ethnic group. Don't tell me that bullshit. Fools is getting jumped on the left and right. Why do you think, like, this is the crazy part. Why do you think in California, bro, why they even had the community protect each other? Because back in the day when it was majority black population, homie, they would get jumped. The Mexican fools would get jumped, bro. They were robbing Mexican vendors. Of course, you're going to have a bad taste towards each other because of the thing. This is the thing is, bros, like when you have a whole ethnic group tripping, bro, you're going to have that. You're going to cause a war. That's the truth, homie. And then you want to talk about racial shit, bro? Like, bro, the reason why they even caused the racial aspect in California, because the little youngsters from certain hoods robbed the Mexican plug. That's why they caused that whole racial war, homie. That's the reality, bro. Man. I don't know, homie. It is what it is. I'm not supposed to be liked by everybody, even homies that been around. I don't really care no more. Now, this is the thing. If you don't know me, homies, I'm a Crip. Well, I'm not a Crip no more. I don't identify as that aspect. But that's who I ride with in prison, bro. I did that shit on the compound for a long time, homie, and I'm Mexicano, homie. So I know what the aspect of racial is, and I know what being a part of behind the walls on aspect, homie. You can't tell me shit. I got asked out. I got packed out by the homies just because of my skin color, homie. So yeah, there's a racial from every aspect, and I'm not gonna be biased just because I'm a loc and I got homies that are black. I don't see racial. I don't see that aspect, bro. I see people for what they are. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know my channel, bro, a lot of people know my history. A lot of people know my background, bro. I was in LA County at 300 when I was cracking with the blacks for the beef between the Floridians. It turned into a whole racial thing, bro. It turned into a whole racial thing where the fools that were saying it was because of racial, bro, are the ones that robbed these fools, bro. What I don't understand what people don't understand about this shit. People are gonna say it's over. Oh, it's some gang shit, bro. But these fools robbed these fools for kilos, bro. It got cracking, homie. It got cracking because these fools got greedy and they robbed these dudes, bro. So of course these fools are gonna retaliate. And when you retaliate, the rules of war, there's no rules in war, homie. There's no rules in war. It's real talk. Like, that's real shit. But if you know my story, homie, I'm a Crip. Like that's what I banged my whole life, right? I went to prison at 18 years old. I didn't jump ship. I stayed faithful to the lokes, bro, the keyways. And you're not gonna tell me what takes place because there was many black homies that fucking didn't agree with that shit. I got the heads up behind with my own homie. I got left out to dry and packed out by different foods. But I took all that shit and it made me a better man, homie. I'm 40 years old. I don't partake in that bullshit no more. But there was very racial fools on both sides. Very racial. That's the bottom line. You can't tell me any different. I got homies that are messing with the opposition because of the skin color, right? They left me and the homie out to dry, not breaking bread. So where do we call the line on that bullshit, homie? Like I try to be cool, I try to relax, and I try not to bring that bullshit in here because there's a lot of feelings in that bullshit, right? But I'm not gonna stand here and hear double standards and bullshit because I've been hearing that shit for so long and I done kept my mouth shut, bro. You know, I don't know why, because people like war. They like war, bro. They do. They like war. They like toxicness. There's bad fruits in every bundle, homie. Bad fruits in every bundle. And I say it like this, you only got to be the homie till you're not the homie no more. It doesn't matter to me anymore, bro. Like I'm sick of holding my tongue for every aspect, homie. I'm tired of that because I'm a YouTuber. Nah, I'm not gonna do that shit, bro. I'm not gonna do that shit. 3 yard A when I was 18. Hey, shout out to you for fucking getting through that shit, bro. Coffee time, my fam. Let's go, man. Let's turn up. And that's the homie. I don't mean to argue with the homie, but he's the homie. Shout out to the fam, bro. I got love for that fool, bro. But he always, when I'm talking, he always want to say some racial things, bro. Like, I'm like, homie, I'm from Denver, Colorado, 1989, homie. And in the streets, I don't care what it is, bro. There ain't never been an aspect. You talk about racial, go to LA where them fools be getting at each other over skin color, homie. You want to talk racial, go to the South where it's racist, bro. Denver, Colorado, yes, people are not going to like each other, but it ain't never been racial, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop that narrative, homie. Hold on, I'll say against any black civilians after going at it with, I got respect for everybody, bro. I got respect for everybody, you know. But I'll say it like this, bro. When you bring up any of these subject matters, people do get a little mad, and they do get, people have feelings into this shit, and it's understandable. It's understandable, and everybody got a different story, and everybody got a different thing, But yeah, that's what we know that, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what the life is being a crash dummy and a peon, bro. These older dudes would definitely they're gonna utilize you for what they can, you know. And I don't mean to disrespect you, homie, but that's all. I respect everyone, but these fools are extra disrespectful. It goes all ways, bro. There's people disrespectful in every manner, you know. But I do got experience. Like I'm not coming from an opinion, homie. I got experience, bro. I did prison time, bro, and I ride with the lokes, homie. I ride with the keyways. At the end of the day, I seen it from both sides, bro. I seen it both sides in different aspect, homie. I seen it. You know, nobody could tell me my experiences. This is the thing. For the homies that were on the yard, bro, my homies that were not black folks, bro, and they were Mexicanos and different things, bro, they got extra aspect out. I went to war with some of my own homies because they were trying to pull bullshit on me and the homies that were Mexicano. Even though we don't have a jacket on our name, we don't have bad smut on our name. There's nothing bad about our name. Our reputation on the yard is good. We handle all of our business. We take all fades, and we got a target on our back because who we ride with, homie. And they'll leave us out to dry because of the skin color aspect, homie. But I didn't cry about that shit because I already knew kind of what was going on. I'm not going. It ain't gonna take the cripping out of me. It ain't gonna take this real politicking out of me because I knew what I signed up for, homie. So I stayed 100% level to the politic, and still had to motherfucking face the shit on the yard, bro. And I've been to 8 different penitentiaries. So you can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me the homies ain't was not on no racial shit. What they do, a lot of the homies that are on the racial shit, they'll utilize the little homies for pawns, bro. And they won't do it to the other homies because of the skin color, homie. I got packed out from my own homies. I fought more of the lokes and got packed out from the own homies because of the skin color. Yeah, let's be real. And you gonna tell me that it ain't racial, bro? From some of the homies? Hell yeah, they were some of the more racial people. What are you talking about? Different kinds of races, but OG said at it again. What's up with him, my homie? Respect to what you ride with, but these black, I mean, like I said, bro, I don't really even try to get into discussion because it goes everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I'll just tell them about my testimony, bro. You know, um, and that's the reality. That was my reality, bro. But I'm not crying about that shit because that's what I signed up for when I was a kid, homie. I'm done with I'm done with the aspect of the system. I'm not going back to the penitentiary, homie. I'm not. I'm trying to do good in life, bro. I'm trying to do good. I'm trying to like see life, homie. So I don't put myself in them predicaments, you know. I don't put myself in them predicaments. I'm not going back to prison anytime. I told myself I'll never go back to the penitentiary. Uh, all right, for it's clean. Thank you, bro. I'll actually take that advice. Much love, dogs. Well, that's right, brother. Stay positive. Hell yeah, my homie. I have to. I gave too much time to prison, bro. And I'm not a convict, you know the difference. I'm not a convict, homie. That's not my life, bro. Like I got a wife, I got a family, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to just do good, bro. Like real shit. We shouldn't be enemies to each other in the first place. I feel that too, bro. I honestly feel that too. That aspect, bro. We shouldn't. We grow in the same neighborhoods. Good morning. What's up with it, Big Ryan? What's good with you, fam? I hope everybody's good, bro. I wish I honestly didn't get into it with the homie. You know, I wish I didn't, homie. You know what I'm saying? That's the homie, bro. Like he shows a lot of love. But there's been many times it comes into an aspect of arguments. It's like, bro, we don't have to argue, homie, over this. Get at me on the DM. Hit me up in the text message. You got my number, bro. Like, chop it up. Don't start going crazy on the chat, bro, because you're gonna get a reaction out of me. I don't really care who it is, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. How can I DM you? I try to hit the gym. Hey, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna hit you up on a DM myself, bro, and I'm gonna give you my number if you can hit me up. I just some real racist shit. Yeah, yeah, they weird. They weird over there, my homie. They weird. You know, it's wild out here, man. We living in a crazy time frame, man, in this world. Same here. I'm a truck driver and working with HAV. Well, I'm glad you survived the hellhole, made it out alive. Yeah, bro. God, all glory to God, to be real. You know what I'm saying? He got me out of a lot of stuff. He got me out. What you doing, homie? I'm sipping some coffee. It's cold out here in Denver, homie. It's cold out here in Denver, you know? So I'm relaxing, about to get ready for these games. You died. Shit, I died to my old self, my brother. I died to my old self, and now I can honestly say I'm a better person. I'm a better person, bro. I follow God, homie. That's what I do. I follow God. That's what I do, my homies. It was good chatting with you. Hey, shout out to you, brother. Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you, my bro. You know what's crazy? I went respectfully to the guy, Bobby A's podcast, and then food started making race on. Yeah, because they're all about content, bro. They're all about content. They're all about content, you know. One thing about here, bro, we got people from everywhere, man. People from all hoods, everything, back when we used to cruise, being control feds, banging was crazy back in the 90s. Hell yeah. If you were a part of the Denver history, man, you were a part of the Denver history. It was crazy. A lot of stuff went down over there in the 90s. Homie, fools were getting killed left and right. That's the Denver I'm from, bro. Like the 90s, bro. The 90s. That's the Denver I'm from, homie. You know. I don't know about the new Denver. Like I I don't know about the new Denver and shit, bro. But I was back in the 90s, homie. Fools was hitting the block, dying out here, homie. Like summer of violences was nothing to play with, you know. Lose with God, you are a walking miracle. Hell yeah, fam. I appreciate that, homie. I appreciate that, I appreciate that. That gives me motivation to be a stronger and a better man, Um, and that's what I try to do. I know I play on here. I play on here a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'll come on here and shoot the shit and talk shit to people, but really to inform people about the life, bro, and try to steer youngsters away from the life. I mean, that's my outlet right there. That's the outlet. That's what makes me have a purpose, And that's what I think we're doing, bro. I think that's what we're doing. Ryan, homie, like 2 blocks away is where I got shot, bro. 2 blocks away is where I got shot up, bro. At Alameda and Hazel. I got shot up, bro. That's where I got shot on Alameda and Hazel, a couple blocks away from the jumbos. That area right there at one time was the mountain paw, man. Like everybody was over there. They're taking the identity out of there too, because they're about to regenify that neighborhood over there. So, they had that conical right there on the corner of Federal and Alameda. And Foos was getting killed right there, bro. Like if you know the history, Foos was getting killed right there, you know? And that's where I was. And that ain't even my backyard. That's not even the hood or nothing, bro. But I was on that corner, bro, and they caught me slipping and hit me twice. Homie, I got shot twice. So yeah, that little neighborhood right there, man, that was a crazy, crazy avenue. And the Jumbo's car wash, homie, that was always cracking. Like it was wild over there. So my brother-in-law, I know he was screaming. Good thing Will him before the Bills game. I'm gonna check out that Bills game too. Checks out, fools. We're getting chipped off. Yeah, that shit was terrible over there, my bro. That shit was terrible. Like, that's where they moved all the hoods, bro. Like, when they regentified all the other parts of Denver, everybody moved. Everybody moved everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just wild, homie. Damn. God bless you, man. God bless you, brother. I appreciate you, homie. I appreciate you guys pulling up and come and talk. I really right now, bro, I'm kind of sad me and the homie got into it because that's the homie. And I ain't got no ill will toward his family and shit, you know. And I don't, I don't. I got love for that fool. I got love for that man. So if he's watching, because he might not be typing, it's always love, Jess. Like it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Definitely love, homie, and respect to you and yours, bro. But I just, that was a bad time right there to come go to crazy. I feel bad for little Travis. So that homie was going to be big. I wish that little dude would have just focused in on like the music, bro. Like the other homies that I be talking to on here. I wish they would have just focused in on music instead of just being in the streets so much, bro. Cause like that business aspect for them would have took them out the hood, man. It would have took them out the hood, you know? It would have took them out the hood and they would have been able to make it for their families and stuff. But the streets, you can't mix it, bro. Like it's hard to mix that shit with anything that goes on. I lived like 2 streets away from the car wash. We probably out Dale and Virgin. Okay, okay. Hey, thank you. The eyes hurt right now. I gotta get some Visine, but they hurt right now. Plus it's snowy out here, you know. It's snowing out here, so it's the eyes are hella vibrant, more vibrant. Um yeah, that's kind of where I live too. I was living by I was over there by the Mikado a little bit down from there. And then pretty much I was through all the Westwoods. After I got on parole, that's where I went, is the Westwoods, you know? So yeah, bro, and we're our neighborhood ain't liked over there, bro. We're not from over there. He was heavily followed here. See, and that's what I'm saying. Like he had a lot of following, bro. Like he was doing his thing. You can't take nothing from that dude. Like he started networking with Cali foods like tough, tough, you know. Started networking with the homies from the land, tough. I wish he would have just made music, bro. Like he would have blew Colorado up. But yeah, the streets is always a different aspect, homie. Kentucky Market used to be the spot. Real shit, homie. That brings back memories right there, bro. Bring back memories. We have another group out here, and they be popping in on my channel sometimes, my homie, and they got in some trouble too. And see, I do music too. I got some music out there, right? I got some music. Um, from my experience, from myself, bro, my cousins could have been the fools that blew Denver out the water. Or Rapo Trues. If you ever get a chance, go check them out, homie. They were so embedded in the streets, though, it didn't give us a chance to even be millionaires, homie. We would have at our time in the '90s. My cousins are from the '90s. They would have made Denver. They would have made Denver just blow out of proportions. The streets came in and diluted everything. We all went to prison, all of us, you know. So the homies that I'm talking about, they were the voice of Denver, Denver, because Traviso's little Traviso, he from Colorado Springs. They were so talented, homie, but the streets played an aspect, and these fools got hammed up in indictments, and some of them fools got time. So, with little Traviso, bro, I wish he would have. I really wish that fool would have just focused in on the music, bro, and made that good ass music. He would have blew out. He would have blew out the water, homie. What up, Mac? I know someone that got killed on Federal in Florida at the gas station. Yep, Feds was like that, homie. Like Feds was always like that. It was always like that, bro. You know, you could go anywhere on Federal, bro, and see anybody from any neighborhood, bro. You could anybody from any neighborhood. When I got out of parole, homie, like they paroled me over there to the Westwoods, and I don't know how many times I seen people I didn't get along with over there. So it was always some bullshit, always some bullshit, So, but my high salute to y'all, man. Hope everybody's day's blessed and everybody has a good day today. You know, I'm gonna watch some football. Can you send me a few bucks for some cigarettes, man? I honestly wish I could, bro, but I don't even support smoking cigarettes at all, my brother. I wish I could. I wish I could, my homie, but cigarettes are not good for you, fam. They're not good for you, my bro. Little Travis also had a mix of Chicano rap and new beat that it was very gravitating. You know what's crazy, homie, and no disrespect. I honestly myself never listened to like essay music, you know what I'm saying? Like I never it was never my thing. But I actually could listen to Traviso, bro. Like he has some good ass music, like because I'm really picky with music, homie. I don't really like anybody, but I really didn't really give the essays a chance with the music aspect. But I heard some of his music, homie, and I was like, damn, that fool actually he has some pretty good music. He has some good ass music. So yeah, bro, I could bump some little Traviso for sure. Like he has some bangers. I remember your story about over there by Brentwood Shopping Center. That shit was flooded with gangs. Had some days over there, bro. Because I used to sell CDs all the time, homie, and I knew some females that lived over there. I knew some females that lived over there. It was war stories, my homie. War stories. Same with my little G's, a lot of lost talent. Yes, brother. Enjoy your day. Much respect to you from SoCal. Hey, I appreciate you, my homie. I appreciate you. Appreciate you tapping in and taking time out your day to come say what's up, fam. You know. Um, yeah, the Brentwood Center, homie. That Brentwood Center was activitied up, bro. I don't know how many times I was over there, bro, and just got to tripping and getting active in the Brentwood Center, bro. Fedron Evans was it was wild, homie. That was a wild strip right there. I was like, damn, Westwoods, all that shit was wild, homie. You know? All that shit's in our history, homie, to be real. But so, I always tell this story, and this was the truth, homie. This was real. Like, I'm from East Denver, homie. Like, I'm from East Denver. I didn't really know too much about the West Side at one time, to be real. I didn't know about the Westwoods, and I didn't know about Southwest and South Side. I didn't know about that shit because I was just East Denver, homie. East Denver, baby. Projects. That's all I knew. I really didn't at first didn't have a care for anything else in the city but the East Side till I traveled over there and I got a respect for people. And I started seeing that everywhere there's gangsters, everywhere there's real riders, bro. Like, I got a respect. And even fools that I hated, I had a respect for them dudes because I had to respect their mindsets, bro. Like, if I didn't respect it, homie, and I didn't stay on my toes and I just underestimated these dudes, that could have been my life, bro. Thank you, homie. I appreciate you subbing up, homie. I appreciate you, bro. You know, on my way to work, get that money, my homie, get that bread. So yeah, I had to go experience. I had to go experience it for myself, bro, and I did. And I met some of the realest foods that I know out here from other parts of Denver, homie, the north, the south, the west, Montbello, Highlands Ranch. Like, I met people all over the city, bro. That was real thorough people. So I got respect. I got respect from this side to a lot of people out there, homie. Yeah, and some of the aspect talking about your family, homie, the G's. One reason why I actually connected with the G so tough because when I got to the West Side, bro, some of my homies that were going to school over there, they have family that were G's, and the G's embraced, bro. They embraced me totally. Plus my uncle's a G. They embraced me, bro. Was always respect, always love. Nah, George, that's the homie Rada. Oh, never mind, never mind. So um they always show love and respect. And I vibe with a lot of them fools, even when I went to prison, because my uncles, bro, they always were like level-headed fools that would teach. They were level-headed fools that had a lot of knowledge. So shout out to the real ones, homie, the real galleons, the OG fools, the ones that had that respect aspect about them. I remember the WK and EMS crew stayed getting at each other over there. That was a sad situation, bro. One of the fools got killed over tagging, homie. They were taggers and they got killed. I'm like, damn, fool, these fools really got killed over tagging. That's crazy, homie. That's wild. Mhm. But yeah, nah. Mall high salute to all you guys, bro. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate all you guys. You know, I'm gonna tap out, bro. I gotta go get ready for this day, watch some of these games, get some food in the system. I just wanted to come say that, man. I wasn't ignoring everybody last night, bro. I just didn't see a lot of the comments coming in. I didn't see some of the comments coming in. And I just like literally was in my own zone. But hey, you guys have a beautiful, blessed day. God bless everybody, man. To the next one. Success over everything. Salute. Let's go.